Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Impact for Leaders. I'm here with the amazing Jamie Paisley of Jamie Paisley Coaching. I am Troy Rulmyr of Vanguard Employment Services. Jamie, we got an interesting topic this week. Why don't you take it away?
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Happy to be here with you today. So today, Troy and I are going to be talking about the traits of an excellent leader. We work with a lot of leaders, a lot of business owners, a lot of team leads, and this is what we consistently see as traits who make the most movement in their positions.
Yes, and we've got 5 of them for you. So Jamie and I worked these out to kind of what will make the most impact. So the number one thing we thought was, is the example or sets an example? We've all worked with a leader who's just kind of like, go do it. And it doesn't feel genuine. You don't know if they know what they're doing. Part of it is work ethic. Part of it is setting a cultural example for how people should follow. And a good leader will step up and say, this is how I would like to see things done. But also it's about building people and about educating and teaching them, right?
They do it themselves, right?
Exactly.
And I think a big part of that is our second piece, which is radical responsibility. So if you are taking radical responsibility for yourself and your team, you are showing up in that way. You are being the example. You are owning what you put out there. You are correcting your mistakes. You are celebrating the wins, and you're taking ownership for the team too. Just like you were saying, as a leader, you need to guide them. You need to lead them. You need to lift them. Right. And so you need to take responsibility for everyone on your team. And when you do that, it improves the team. And also it makes them feel like that leader has my back and like I'm on board with this team.
I love that concept of radical responsibility. I think it's so impactful. The third thing to follow that up with is integrity. You cannot do step 1, 2, or 4, or 5 if you don't do the right thing when no one's looking, right? And so I asked Jamie nicely if I could talk about integrity because it's my number one core value. It's how I want people to view me. It's they know that I'm going to show up for the right reasons and that I'm going to do the right thing even when everything else is falling apart, right? That piece will build loyalty. And that's what leaders really want, right? They want people to say, hey, I'm invested in this team, in this company, in this culture, but because I see it as an example, and integrity is a big piece of that.
Yes.
So
why don't you do number 4 too, Troy?
Let me do that. So this is one that I personally struggle with. And I think a lot of leaders really finding ways to communicate to everyone becomes very difficult because everyone has different communication styles, right?
Yes.
So number 4 for us is communication. And what we wanted to start with on this one was that the listening needs to be the first element of communication, right? If you're a leader and you listen to your team, I saw a great Steve Jobs quote, Jamie, and he said, why would you hire smart people and not listen to them, right? It's the whole of putting the right people in the right places, but because you're listening. Steve Jobs was absolutely right there. And then the last one, I'm throwing the ball back to you, Jamie, mindset. You're a mindset master. Walk us through this.
Yeah. Mindset's so important. A lot of times we think we need to do more action to get places, but really what leads our actions is our mindset. So getting your mindset right, it is a direct correlation between how successful you are and how well you're going to lead your team too. And so in that, it's having confidence in yourself, having confidence in your abilities, in your team's abilities, having confidence in the product or the service that you provide, and like having a big vision for your future. That's all mindset work. And so just to get your mindset right, we want to ask you at the end of this, which of these 5 areas do you excel at? What is your sweet spot? What do you do really, really well? That feeds that positive mindset, that feeds that confidence. And you can own that and celebrate those small wins, celebrate the big wins, and it makes a huge difference.
That's an awesome question. Well, guys, that's it for this week. On behalf of myself and the amazing Jamie Paisley, that's 3-Minute Impact for Leaders. We'll see you next time. Bye.